This person accuses users with false claims and spreads misinformation about them on a channel known as WatchMojo. He accused every user who comments on a WatchMojo video of being Reaper, which was absolutely wild and crazy of him. He also responded to multiple users, accusing them with false claims of being Reaper and trolling them. He went as far as to accuse the channel with millions of subscribers, known as WatchMojo, of being Reaper. But it gets even worse. He accuses everyone commenting on YouTube of being Reaper. Then, when anyone replied the obvious truth about his comments, he replied with comments that make zero sense and accused them of being Reaper. It gets even worse than that. He accuses people commenting about the video of being a fake account of Reapers, even going as far as to accuse to random users talking about the video of being Reaper alts, and then mentioning Reaper again under another comment. But even worse, he accuses to random users commenting about the video of being Reaper, and tells them to get a life using very derogatory language and making false claims and spreading misinformation about them. At this point, it's obvious he is the troll, and this is purely harassment now. And then he mentions another user and makes false claims about them, and spreads misinformation about them, targeting that user and also Reaper with harassment. Once again accusing a random user of being Reaper's 5,937th YouTube account. Then he goes accusing random commenters of being Reaper again, and tells them to get a life. And then he accuses everyone reading his comment he made on a WatchMojo video of being Reaper. He then accuses other commenters of being Reaper. He then laughs at someone telling one user to end himself. He accuses some user of being Reaper, but when accused of being some user, he can't even handle a taste of his own medicine. He claims the other user has no proof, but it's the exact same thing with him. He once again makes a crazy and wild statement accusing everyone on the internet of being Reaper, and once again spreads misinformation about Reaper and other users, accusing them all of being Reaper accounts without proof, including accusing bots and trolls of being him. He then falsely accuses another user commenting about the video of being another Reaper account and tries to troll the user by also falsely claiming that everyone knows he is Reaper. But when someone said to him to act civil, he said the only child is Reaper, denying that he himself false claimed others and also made false claims about Reaper having 100 accounts. When some user comments a future video idea, Music Station accuses the user with false claims of being a Reaper account and troll spam. When someone says he accuses that person of being Reaper as well, and yet again falsely accuses other commenters of being accounts of Reaper and spreads misinformation about them and Reaper too. He even tries to spread misinformation about people commenting about the video being trolls, and again tries to spread misinformation about Reaper by falsely claiming he will comment from any fake account without any proof. Of course, he tries to spread misinformation about others, having 1,000 accounts to troll people and rage under comments. He says someone can't even handle being exposed for having too many accounts, but he is not exposing anyone, but harassing him and everyone else he accuses with false claims. He responds to someone trying to spread misinformation that Reaper might comment on any of his so-called 100 accounts, including for users that he falsely accuses of being him without proof. He then goes on to accuse Reaper of having hundreds of fake accounts on every social media site. Yet another wild and crazy false accusation. Under one comment he even says Reaper's life is pointless. He also makes yet another crazy and wild false accusation about Reaper, claiming the only people who will talk to him are his alt accounts. Yet again, he accuses multiple users of being Reaper and trolls with false claims and spreads misinformation about them and harasses them. Of course, he started childish arguments with people commenting about the video, and when one user stood up against him, he told that user to grow up and stop acting like a child. He was one to talk, and once again, he tried to spread misinformation about Reaper, even going as far as to wish something uncalled for to happen to Reaper. But then on WatchMojo, again he accuses others of trolling, making all sorts of false claims and spreading misinformation about others. While accusing multiple commenters of being Reaper on WatchMojo, Music Station also made a post falsely accusing anyone of reading his post of being Reaper with a bunch of derogatory accusations as well. He once again falsely accused a random user of being Reaper and a bunch of other users, even accusing them of stalking him, without proof. Speaking of stalking, it seems Music Station was so obsessed with Reaper, He even looked for old videos mentioning Reaper on other channels where Reaper commented and trolled him, falsely accusing him of being a creep. He is one to talk. He went as far as to share a video of Reaper in a mall on his page. Talk about being a creep, being obsessed, and stalking others. He went as far as to spread misinformation and make false claims about Reaper being disabled and banned from areas where children are present. Speaking of children and people with disabilities, he clearly acts worse online than a child or disabled person anyways. And at least both have a reason for doing something wrong, unlike him. He is probably an adult, and yet he acts worse than them. If you noticed in the video, almost everything music station claimed about others is what he does himself. The remaining things he said are mostly either crazy and wild accusations that obviously cannot be true, or things uncalled for. At best for him, he needs to be banned from commenting on other channels so he can keep his weird Reaper obsessions on his own channel without spreading misinformation and falsely accusing and harassing multiple users on channels like WatchMojo. He also needs mental help for his obsession with Reaper and accusing multiple random YouTube users of being Reaper. At worst, he needs to be banned from social media and kept from making new accounts because of his uncivilized and disrespectful behavior to multiple YouTube users. However, the fact he accused multiple users with false claims and spread misinformation about them and harassed them is enough proof he needs to be banned from social media. Spreading misinformation and harassing others is not allowed on YouTube. The fact this user thinks literally every user on YouTube is Reaper indicates he doesn't understand how YouTube works anyways. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Feel free to report music station accordingly if you want. Also, this has only happened for a few days, so who knows what this troll will do next.